We're wrapping up this course on cryptography. I hope you really enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed putting it together. It's just really cool stuff of how cryptography works. I thought we could do just a brief review over what we covered in this course. In the first module, we briefly covered why and where we would use cryptography. We got into why the need for information security continues to go up and how the impact on businesses and organizations can be very impactful, and it's getting worse. We talked about the 5 pillars around information security and at what level we would apply cryptography at. And we gave an introduction to public key infrastructure, digital certificates, and digital signatures. Then we moved into cryptography and how cryptography works. We started out with talking about some definitions, things like what is a ciphertext, what is plain text, what is a cipher, what is an algorithm, and we applied that then to the different branches of cryptography, whether it's hashing or encryption, symmetric keys or asymmetric keys, stream ciphers or block ciphers, and each one of these has their specialty and where they shine and what purpose that they are used for. We got into the importance of their keys and the length of those keys to make sure that our data is safe and secure. We went further in depth into things like hashing and pepper and salt, as well as more in depth into symmetric and asymmetric encryption. And then applied that to a public key infrastructure, where we would then turn over a public key to an entity like a certificate authority who would then validate it, or the RA would validate it, and then hand it back to us. We would install that onto our web server so it could be handed out to clients that are visiting our website. That client machine, when it visits the website, it would then download that certificate and verify it with the root CA. Of course, trust has to stem from somewhere. So we start by trusting that root certificate authority that's installed on our machine. From there, that can validate the certificate of the intermediary certificate, which would then validate the end site's certificate, and would validate any traffic that's coming from that website. And since certificates can be compromised, we need some way to call back those certificates or make sure that the end client knows when there's an invalid certificate. So we use things like the OCSP or the certificate revocation list. And PKI can be used in transport layer security, or TLS. We took a look at how TLS was applied to protocols which were normally insecure, which now made them secure, and how there are a couple different protocols within the TLS protocol, one of which being the TLS record protocol. And then we took a look at the TLS handshake protocol. And this is great base information for this IT career, for whatever you're getting into, whether you're going after a certification or whether you're getting this base knowledge for other training and to further your career, or whether you're getting into managing a web server or other types of servers, you're going to need to know this at least base information around cryptography. So thank you for joining me in this course. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed putting it together.